I gotta ask, have you recently faced rejection from PA school? If so, take a deep breath, because that rejection could be a pivotal moment in your journey towards acceptance in the future. In this video, I'm gonna discuss how to transform your rejection into a powerful tool to help you succeed in your next cycle. I'm Michelle Nesky, PA School admissions expert, and I'm going to share with you effective strategies to unpack what might have gone wrong, adjust your approach, and return with renewed strength and clarity. But before I do that, be sure to smash the subscribe button. You know I'm here every month dropping new videos to help you get into PA school, excel as a student, and become a thriving practicing PA. All right, I know rejection can feel deeply personal, especially when you've invested a significant amount of time and effort and money into perfecting your application. But let's reframe that sentiment. While rejection is painful, it is not a reflection of your value as an individual. I'll say that again, okay? It's an opportunity to look at constructive feedback, gather insights, and make improvements. It's not a measure of your worth. Okay, rejection is not a measure of your worth. Say that again, all right? It's an opportunity. So the first step is to analyze your application. Really go back with a fine-tooth comb and take a hard look at your application. Is your GPA lacking? Can you diversify your patient care hours? Do you have shadowing hours? Is your personal statement generic? Really looking at what these patterns are and how you can improve on them moving forward. Now, you can always ask PA programs for feedback on your application. You may not get that from them as they get thousands of applications, but in the off chance that they do, it's an opportunity for you to use that feedback to apply to the next cycle. So take some time for self-reflection. Where did you feel uncertain or uneasy during the application process? This honest self-intake can illuminate areas you need an improvement. If you felt uneasy about your personal statement, it's probably not what you wanted to put forward, okay? So let's talk about GPA. Everybody's strategy is going to be different. If you have a lower than standard GPA, a 3.0 to 3.2 GPA is a lower GPA. Maybe you need to retake courses. Maybe you need to add courses to improve your GPA. Maybe you need a postbac or a master's. This is going to be a very specific strategy depending on where you are, and I encourage you to talk to somebody about that before jumping into it. Analyze the clinical roles you have. Can you diversify? Take a look at your personal statement. Was it too generic? Did it fail to reflect who you are? It should be a genuine representation of your passion for pursuing a career as a PA. If you got an interview, were you nervous? Did you struggle to articulate your experiences? Remember, this rejection is not a sign that you're inadequate. It just signifies that there's an area that needs improvement. And really trying to identify those is how you're going to move forward. You then need to create a deliberate strategy for reapplying. This step is crucial because you don't want to apply again without making changes. You're just going to get the same outcome, okay? So you want to make quality improvements. And rather just trying to accumulate more hours or take more classes or get another certification, you want to take the time to look and see what value you can add to those hours, to your GPA, to your personal statement, right? You may want to diversify your patient care experience if at all possible during this time, all right? Or seek out other roles that provide different perspectives, volunteer roles, leadership roles, right? Any of that. So if you did get an interview, practice makes perfect when it comes to interviews. So engaging in mock interviews to enhance your communication skills. You need to feel prepped and confident about sharing your unique story throughout the process. So I highly encourage you to practice those questions out loud with peers, with friends, with us in this process. So let's talk about a real life example. I was notified by one of the applicants I worked with last cycle that she was accepted this cycle after being rejected from over 20 programs the previous cycle. And why did she get in this time? Well, we sat down on a video call and we took a real hard look at her application, right? We identified certain areas in her applications that she needed to improve. Take a couple more classes, gain some more shadowing hours, apply to the right program strategy, okay? Very important. And not only did she accomplish those things and was able to put them into her application, she was accepted to multiple PA programs. So instead of using that rejection as a moment of failure and feeling overwhelmed, she decided that she was going to ask for support. And in my coaching program, I've created personalized strategies for individuals who want to reapply. So we can pinpoint specific gaps and ensure you're not left guessing on what went wrong in your previous application. That's the worst feeling. What am I doing wrong, right? And we're here to tell you that. So are you ready to turn your rejection into a secret weapon? If so, I encourage you to click the link below to book a call with us, a reapplicant review, and get you back on the path to success. Rejection doesn't mark the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a big comeback story, and everybody loves a comeback story. We can transform this setback into a powerful motivation for future achievements. If you're willing to do the work, if you are willing to take self-reflection, if you're willing to act on constructive feedback so that you're making improvements before you reapply, you're going to have a different outcome. The same actions result in the same outcome. New actions result in new outcomes. So what are you going to do this cycle to make sure you're accepted in the future?